The lover is the giver, not the receiver. The lover is what? The giver. And his or her giving is not determined by the law of commerce. You know, the law of commerce is I give something and I get something. The giver is the lover. The lover is the giver. And the giver is not giving with any expectation or demand on the loved or the beloved or the one loved to bring something back. Praise the Lord. I am telling you now how the Bible defines love. The lover is the giver. And so the commandment says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. So what is he saying? Give God your heart, give God your soul, and give God your mind. So there is giving in love. But the person who is doing the giving is not doing it in expectation of anything. In other words, reward, so to say, is not the primary motivation in love. There may be reward, but it is not the motivation, because when reward is your motivation, if reward is not there, you will not do it. That's why love itself is a motivation. Love is both a noun and a verb. It's both a doing word and the thing itself that is done. It is not motivated by reward. So the lover is the giver, and he or she gives without placing the demand or the obligation of getting back from the person giving. Love is not easy. How many of us can confidently give where there is no immediate or remote reward? And so I say the closest thing to divine love, or this love we're talking about, is the love between a mother and the child. That's the closest. Shout out to mothers. I say shout out to mothers. Shout out to mothers. Yes, that is the human example that I can use that is closest to this love that God is talking about. She carries the baby in the womb. The baby is born. Everything about the baby is dependent on the mother. She's doing all of that up till when the baby grows to be able to stand by himself. Now, when mothers are doing that, there is nothing that shows them that this baby will become a millionaire in the future. They don't know what the baby will become. True of us. The baby might even become an armed robber tomorrow and cause more headache to the woman. But when mothers are taking care of their babies, they have no external material reward that is motivating them. They are doing it because they love their baby. But even at that one, there is still selfishness in it. What is the selfishness? It's the mother now. If you don't take care of your own baby, who will take care of your baby for you? There is still that emotional connection. Which takes me to the story again. Now, what Anita and Amita did was very nice. Abi? But that is not still an exhaustive example of what love biblically is all about. Because come to think about it, if Anita wasn't dating Amita, would she have cut her hair? So she was motivated by what? Romance. It's not love, it's romance. There's a difference between romance and love. There were many sick persons in that their place who didn't have money for medicine. Why didn't she cut her hair to sell it and buy drug for them? Why didn't he sell his wristwatch to give the money to the poor? There was no emotional. On romance level, friendship level, that is beautiful. But the Lord is asking you not to stay there. You have to come higher. To give those you have no connection with, you don't see any reward coming from. That's the higher level you operate as a Christian. Because if you don't do it, if you depend on what you gain or we gain, then there are many things you will never do as a Christian, and you are no longer a Christian. To watch full videos and get notifications for new ones, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.
Sign up with the largest community of Catholics online. Meet new friends, chat, post pictures and videos, make and receive audios and video calls, interact with lots of priests and religions. Download the app from Google Play Store.